chemicals are generally accepted as bad, but Azulox is targeted, and the way we apply it is targeted. So if you read specifics of the label, it will say complete control will not be achieved by a single application. That's very important to note. If no follow-up treatment is carried out, then the land is likely to be reinfested. So does bracken get controlled by spraying it with Azulox? Well, this is an area of Edge Hills Nature Reserve with no bracken. No bracken because I sprayed it in the previous 4 years. Now I'll show you a patch that hasn't been treated. Literally, other than the pine trees, there's nothing else that's capable of growing in here. You push down in between the bracken, you've got zilch. Cold, too cold for reptiles, no seeds, no flowers, no invertebrates, so the whole kind of food chain collapses. Whereas with treatment, you can get a better balance. So this is a stand that gets sprayed. Keep it up for 5 years maximum, and then you should never need to repeat it again, especially if you have natural processes in place, such as grazing animals that'll come in, mechanically damage the ground. Any young fronds of bracken that try to establish will be partially trampled, and there'll always be plenty of flowers and wildlife in between. Standard bracken that's had 1 or 2 years chemical treatment. You can see the stems haven't been recovered by too much bracken regrowth, which is why they have this grey coloration where they've been discoloured by UV. Freshly dead bracken stems are brown. Ones that have been dead 1 or 2 years are silver. The bits of bracken that remain still need light treatment to ensure that the rhizomes underneath the surface are completely depleted and don't simply recover this entire area. Here's just a small bit of soil that's been turfed up by boar, and the boar feed on the rhizomes. These are actually the energy stores of bracken and the invertebrates that they'll find in the soil as well. But once these rhizomes are on the surface, over winter they get exposed to frost and they die. So this small little patch will be bracken free next year. This is the good stuff. This is where I wander and don't spray, because there's no need to spray. And hopefully with enough grazing, there will never be a need to spray because the natural balance has been restored. This is textbook heathland.